It's a great day for some coffee and Counterstrike. What is up, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. How are you doing on this fine dandy day? Because we got some big old news, and finally, this first CS tournament of the year is underway, that being Blast Bounty. But first and foremost, the biggest story I saw yesterday, which is incredible, a true active class out of someone who is young and likely to eventually be one of the best in Counterstrike, that being M0nesy. We're talking about the HLTV Awards shortly after Donk is announced as the #1 player of the year. And guess who starts the standing ovation and actually getting everyone else to stand up and keep on clapping for Donk? It's not your #1 player, it's your #2 player in M0nesy. This clip, like, just amazing. Like, there are not many esports out there where your #1 and #2 players of the year can be really good friends, can be chilling, can be hanging and supporting each other. And it has kind of caused a bit of people being like, hey, do you want to see trash talk? Do you want to see rivalries? Or do you want to see friendship amongst the best? And I'm like, we can do a sprinkle of each of these, by the way. But it's just so amazing that M0nesy obviously still won plenty of awards, did a great, had a great time and a great year as well, full of accomplishments. But still, to have the #1 guy be, led by a standing ovation by the #2 guy, and just, he's so young yet so mature, and the way he acts like this is awesome. And for the future of CS, this is going to be incredible, because you're talking about likely to be their top players for the next few years, or they could be. So it's crazy. It's a great time for CS, and this next generation is gonna be incredible. And speaking of the guy out there who started all of these generations, we're talking about Minh, the creator of Counterstrike, who was also at the award show, gave a great speech, and then he also met OhnePixel, our CS streamer of the year, which, it's crazy. I mean, shouts to Minh for obviously everything he has done, but then going to the award show and meeting OhnePixel, what a weird clash of worlds. And because of him, we're all here.
You have to come for a second.
Yeah, hey man, good speech up there. I really, that was
says you.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
you got emotional. I got emotional. I swear, the people who sat next to me, we all had goosebumps.
Oh man.
I swear, because it came from the heart what you said.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was preparing that speech, but yeah, it just means much to see everybody, so it's so good, yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
I said it as well. I found it not so nice that nobody ever invited you to a CS event. You said you never been to a CS event, right?
Yeah, this is my first time, so it's just really awesome just seeing everybody.
One thing I want to say, if you make a tournament, invite Usman. What are you doing? He will come if you invite him. You're down to go to tournaments, no?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these days I'm not so busy, so yeah, I think, I'd love to go to the one in Austin, maybe, But I always wanted to visit like France or the one in Germany, Cologne. I love Cologne.
So
yeah.
It's an honor. I don't know if we are live right now on Twitch. It's
nice.
Is it your first time on a Twitch stream?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So hey guys.
The people love you, chat.
Damn.
The creator of Counterstrike, Mr. Gooseman. How can people find you on Twitter if you want, or I don't know?
I do. I have a Twitter. It's called Gooseman, or it's @GoosemanCS.
Can I show this?
Of course, please. Yeah.
Chat, the absolute gold. We wouldn't be here without this man. Look at the chat. All hearts. All hearts. I forgot my award. Oh no.
Your award?
I won Stream of the Year. I forgot it.
Yeah.
Oh. We see each other on the after show party.
Of course,
Okay.
yeah. We're gonna take a bus, and then yeah.
Would you be down to do something on stream at one point?
Yes, of course.
Brother, I swear it's an honor.
Yeah.
It is an honor.
Likewise,
Man. Thank you, bro. Yes.
So seeing him everywhere, that was just super cool, and a really good job by HLTV to invite. I'm sure they tried to think about this ahead of time and invite him out, but to see him see everything that he has created and what it's become was really, really cool, and a really cool way to end that show as well. But back to CS news out there, guys. A roster change out there that shocked everybody, myself included, and probably you at home. NRG has now made a roster change. It'll be Brehze, as I pronounce it, Brehze, as you guys probably say. He is now out, and Bro is in NRG. What the heck? I mean, after the months and months of Astralis drama that we talked about with the Cadian emergency sub, and then Bro and the Brovid allegations, and then Bro went back to Astralis because Device was sicky icky for the Shanghai Major, and then he's of course out, and Astralis not giving him a proper farewell or goodbye message, and his agent talking about, hey, he's still healthy, and then he ends up on a North American Counter-Strike team? Like, You can't make this stuff up. And I'm a huge fan of Brehze. I have been for a long time. This is a guy I've been watching since like 5 or 6 years ago. I would say close to the time of where he was peaking around that 2020 days. And it sucks, man. It's hard to not to argue that this could be a potential upgrade on this roster. NRG kind of lingering around those top 50 teams out there. I mean, you got Nitro, you got OC, who is still considered, in my book, a young gun out there that really can lock it in, hopefully, and has some experience on other North American teams. And so on paper, this is a North American roster that could do some damage. And I am slightly excited about the fact that they're willing to make a change like this and change out kind of almost a member of the old guard. I look at Brehze as an OG in North America, dang near, right? He's been around for some time and has accomplished quite a bit. And so that kind of, it does suck a little bit because I like these NI guys, but it's now has you watching NRG. There are some people saying, oh, bro, what a downgrade as a European player like then. You're going to go to end your career on a North American team. Let's see how it plays out. I mean, it even has Autimatic taking to Twitter to say, hey, evil geniuses, let's try and work this out. Clearly jokes, by the way, given their history between Stu and Malik, and of course the Starbucks incident. But I mean, I like his roster. Speaking of Stu, by the way, I don't think Stu's coming back anytime soon, but I would watch that roster. We would all watch that roster. So NRG with a huge change for North American Counter-Strike that I'm okay with. What do you guys think? Can they turn it around? And speaking of bro, we also had some Astralis drama over the past few days, which was just based off of out-of-context things. Initially posted to Reddit saying that apparently Yabby and Stown did not know that Cadian was even coming to the team, which, by the way, Cadian responded to saying, hey, this is out of context. This was a joke. Of course they knew, which Reddit's like, you know what? We're going to pretend like we didn't see you responding, and we're going to pretend like Astralis had no idea that Cadian was joining. So that was a joke, by the way. That was Cadian responding to it. It was out of context. It was a joke. Of course, Astralis knew that Cadian was going to be going to the roster, you know? And it just shows the state of hate for Astralis that people believed it to begin with. So I'm hoping for the best 2025 that Astralis can possibly have because I like Cadian. Why don't you? And very lastly, for all of you guys, thanks to ThunderPick, our esports betting sponsor. They do have the Blast Bounty matchups, which I will be partaking in, and especially some exciting ones in the next couple of days as we have Na'Vi versus Imperial Female. Those odds are out of this world, but thanks to them, they are here for January, and I do appreciate that. And speaking of Blast Bounty out there, we have a couple of results just this morning. I'll cover the big ones probably tomorrow and the day after as they come in alongside some other news. We had Flyquest, and they debut with Regali, okay? Not just Aussies anymore. They now have a European, and the European, he go pow pow, very, very good because they beat MIBR 2-0, and Regali looking pretty solid in his debut. Flyquest, they are on the map now of people watching this. Again, it's the debut of so many rosters out there. I'm not taking too much away from this, but Heroic also debut an entirely new roster. And thank you guys for teaching me how to pronounce T1NR, which is T-Near. So T-Near actually carrying this team had a great debut best of 3 against 3D Max. And if you guys remember, 3D Max, they made a decent Shanghai major run. They had a decent close to the year as well. You have a brand new Heroic roster who just took them down, all right? And X-Floud, Turkish man, Turkish CS, loud and proud, also having a great series. So they take down 3D. So Heroic back on that map. But until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy the daily breaking down of CS news as we slowly approach the end of this year. I mean, it's going to be so fun. Blast Bounty is going to be a great one to watch. We got some great matchups this week and next. And then, yeah, it's on to other greater tournaments I cannot wait to cover. So thank you all for watching. This cup is full of coffee, by the way. Double espresso and chocolate milk. You guys know the freaking rule. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Take care.